Hello, everyone. Thank you for signing on to today's Railbookers presentation of cruise extensions with us here at Railbookers. I'm so excited to have you folks here with me on the presentation. Now, folks, let's dive in. Let's talk about some of the wonderful topics of today, including some very important things for you folks to know about when traveling by train, popular destinations for you to consider, potentially as an add on to your next river or Mediterranean cruise that you've booked, traveling with Railbookers on those extensions, and how to create and customize your vacation with Railbookers, because that really is our specialty here. Now, folks, I do want to quickly highlight that there are two important or key brands that you folks should be aware of. There is Railbookers brand, the host brand of the presentation today, but also we are Amtrak Vacations here as well. So what is an Amtrak Vacations? What is a Railbookers holiday? Well, number one, they are customizable, independent, but organized vacation packages based with travel on the rail, as you probably would have guessed, where we, like I said, organize and plan the hotel stay, the sightseeing, the attractions, all of those great experiences on your vacation with the train components included as well, whether that be here in the United States with Amtrak Vacations or throughout Canada, Europe, Australia, even Alaska, and other parts of the world with Railbookers. And I encourage all of you folks, when you are done watching this webinar presentation, to sign on to railbookers.com, where you can sift through and search through some of our popular destinations, vacation types, and even the basics of where to start. And whether you are calling in to chat with a Railbookers consultant to plan and organize your next trip, or simply if you're on a trip itself and you're looking for extra help and assistance, just know we have global locations that you can connect to, whether it be in Massachusetts or California, Toronto, Australia, or even downtown London. And to give you a taster of some of the places we can send you to and how, well, we can do this by our direct rail partnerships worldwide, whether it's here in the United States with Amtrak and Amtrak Vacations, up in Canada with the Via Rail and our Via Rail vacation product, Trenitalia in Italy, the Deutsche Bahn in Germany, Eurostar, London to Paris, connecting beyond, the WE system in France, some of the more luxurious routings like our partnership through Belmont, and more and more. Now, why do travelers love Railbookers? Number one, when you are putting together and organizing these fantastic itineraries all around the world, you are working with someone who has rail expert knowledge. They can help you get on the best routes at the best timing and organize your trip. We can also help you book from last minute travel if we have any passengers that are looking to travel before the end of this year, or as we are almost done, maybe you're planning for next year or as far out as 2023, we can help you with all of the above. And we have a maximum flexibility. Pretty much we can send you to whatever destination you're looking to go to for however length you're going to go there. Just as long as the destination is available and open, we can send you. And because we are Railbookers and Amtrak Vacations, and can send you all throughout Europe and the United States, Canada, Australia, parts of Asia, and beyond, and because we can help with pre and post cruise extension packages, for those of you who may want to tack on a little bit of a stay in Europe or wherever it may be before or after a cruise that you might take, because we have some luxury experiences like the Belmont services and so on and so forth, We have the largest rail vacation selection worldwide, and no rail trip is too complicated for us. So, overall, as a recap, what does Railbookers offer? Well, number one, confirmed seat reservations booked on the trains throughout the world. Your tickets, your seats, and even, where applicable, overnight rail journey cabins are confirmed and booked and secured for you. That, along with the packages that include the hotel stays, sightseeing activities, ferries, transfers, all those little other bits and pieces, and even shorter sightseeing excursions like museum admissions or a gondola ride. All of that customizable, organized, planned in advance for you to fit your travel needs. Now, what are some customizable options with Railbookers? Number one, you can add on destinations to packages. So if you're searching on our websites through Railbookers or Amtrak Vacations, and you see a really interesting or intriguing itinerary that you want to potentially book, but you would like to add on to it, whether it's an additional destination, whether it's an additional night, we can always do that for you. Also, we can make sure to route your journeys round trip, whether that's the convenience of flying into and out of a major city with a major airport so that your itinerary, your trip picks and ends up there. That's great. Or even through Amtrak Vacations, routing the trip from your most local hometown. We can book our trips in reverse. If you see an itinerary, many of which go to multiple destinations, all as a part of one journey, and you want to flip it in reverse for an itinerary, that's fine. As I said before, we can always upgrade to various classes of service on board the train, whether it's an overnight cabin or even just a first class. And because we can customize, we always can add specific sightseeing opportunities to your itinerary. So that means that if you aren't seeing something that's already included that you want, just let us know. We'll make sure to add it in. And it is worth knowing that when you go and stay with us, as a part of the pre-planned trip, of course, your hotel is included. But we also allow you to choose your hotel stay, and we have a great menu of many options at 3, 4, and 5-star levels for you to pick from. And again, a friendly reminder that whether you are planning to book to travel for today or last minute before the end of 2021, or you're planning in advance for 2022, as most people are, or as far out as 2023, as many people are, we can help with all of the above. That being said, whenever you're planning for, I highly encourage you to book and plan now. Why? Because we have a maximum flexibility offer to our customers who book new reservations. They will be buffered or covered so that they will incur no change or cancellation fee if such a situation would occur. Now, for this more specific details, give us a call, chat with our Railbookers consultants. They can cover that for you. But just know, booking early in advance not only saves you money, it may save you money should a situation arise. Now, let's cover some exciting pre and post cruise itineraries. And I can tell you folks, as many folks are planning their European river cruising or even Mediterranean cruising or even stand-alone independent journeys to Europe, even if it's not attached to a cruise, these are some wonderful and exciting itineraries, such as traveling through Paris and Amsterdam, a simple 2 major European city trip that can easily connect you, maybe pre-cruise or post-cruise, with a stay in Paris, lovely Gay Paris, where we have so many sightseeing opportunities, whether it's admission to the Louvre or the Eiffel Tower, whether it's a foodie tour that you can use to explore and definitely eat all of the local delicacies. We have so many options. And Paris is beautiful. It's a great city to stroll around, explore around, even on your own. And you can see some of the highlights. 2 nights hotel stay in Paris, 3 nights hotel stay in Amsterdam. Skip the line Eiffel Tower admission with a cruise on the River Seine. A hop on, hop off tour, those double decker open top bus tours that you can use to jump around and get on and off Amsterdam at your leisure. And as it is convenient to some of the river cruises that'll pick up in and around that region, ending in Amsterdam, or at least in this particular itinerary, is a great jumping off point to connect to many river cruise options. Also extremely popular, whether it is for a pre or post cruise itinerary or just in and of itself, is a journey through Switzerland. In this case, one of many examples we have is scenic Switzerland from Basel. So this will have you traveling on multiple incredible train routes and going through the Swiss Alps. And we will have you going through some of the most beautiful areas in the world. Whether it be starting out, as this does, in St. Moritz, traveling on the Bernina Express, which travels over an incredible amount of trestles and bridges, traveling amongst and around pristine emerald lakes, through mountains, as well as the GLACIER Express itself. Now, on these various train routes, we have multiple levels of service for you to pick from, starting from the most standard class, and in the case of the GLACIER Express, upgrading all the way to the Excellence class, which is known as the most sought after window seats in all of Switzerland. And there's reason for that. Number one, of course, the seats are built very comfortably and very conveniently right next to the window, hence the title. Also, it comes alongside a 5-course gourmet meal service with a wine tasting included, access to the private GLACIER Express Excellence Bar, and you can just imagine traveling throughout Switzerland, cozying up next to the window as the train curves its way through the mountains of the snow-capped UNESCO World Heritage Swiss Alps. This itinerary will have you traveling through the city of Zermatt, doing a ride additionally up through the GORNERGRAT train system. We will include a visit and connection through Montreux with the famous lake there, as well as the beautiful city of Lucerne. And we will include a ride and journey on the Mount Pilatus Railway, including a cable car ride, as you can see there, so that it will include a ride on a historical train, connecting through a cable car that will ride up the side of the mountain, giving you plenty of time to sightsee and even get a nice lunch or a dinner included at the top of the mountain within these incredible vista views all around, and a ride on the famed JUNGFRAUJOCH Railway, one of my favorite train journeys. Fun fact, you are going to want to save some souvenir money for your ride on the Jungfrau, as when you travel up to the top of the Jungfrau, at the top, you will be at the highest altitude train station in Europe, which is kind of cool. But what is very popular, and why I suggest to save some souvenir money, you will be a stone's throw away from the highest altitude chocolatier shop in the world. Fun fact. And this trip itself will button itself up heading on into Zurich. So you can see all the extended views and journeys you will travel throughout Switzerland on here, including spectacular ride on the Glacier Express, the GORNERGRAT Cog Railway, scenery on the Golden Pass. You'll be pretty much the top of the world on some of these rides, and it is very convenient to connect through, whether it is before or after a Rhine River cruise. Simple as that. If you also wanted to do a journey that was a little bit more compact, still extremely scenic, but maybe did not take up such of an extended amount of time before or after the cruise, in this case, by way of Basel to Milan by way of the Bernina Express. So picking up in Basel, again, whether this to be after cruise or if you wanted to, a friendly reminder, make the trip round trip, have where this itinerary ends, have you journey back to Basel to pick that cruise back up, we could do that as well. This will do a incredible journey on the Bernina Express. Give you time to explore throughout St. Moritz, going to some of the top of the mountains, taking a gondola ride. It will work itself to travel through Milan. You can see the incredible Duomo there. I've been to Milan myself. I highly suggest taking time to do a rickshaw tour, which we can add on and get included within the package that will actually pick up right in front of this building here, which is in this incredible square. Great for souvenir shopping, great for getting some incredible Italian cuisine, and you could actually go on a rickshaw ride with a bike pedalist that will lead you on a historical tour around the city. So definitely highly suggested from having experienced that myself. So that, folks, is Basel to Milan via St. Moritz and the Bernina Express. And then another kind of tight-knit, compact, but still really great itinerary, Munich from Nuremberg. So picking up in Nuremberg during a quick jaunt out into Munich, doing time in these two incredible European Bavarian-esque cities. And there is lots to do in Munich itself, steeped in history, and also giving you time to do a lot of great foodie experiences. You can visit the famous Hofbrauhaus and lift a pint or many. You can explore the wonder that is Neuschwanstein Castle, which is world famous. Do a hop-on, hop-off pass around the city. Do a skip that included within the Neuschwanstein Castle tour is a skip the line castle day trip. So you do not have to actually stand in an elongated line to get into the famed palace itself. So as you can see overall, this is Europe by rail made easy, meaning that we organize everything for you. We get these routes set up for you, make it simple and easy for you to travel. And so how are the rail operators maintaining a safe environment? Number one, they are requiring at this point facial coverings to be worn throughout the stations and onboard the trains for guests as well as staff members alike. That's across the board. Increased cleaning and sanitation has continued and will continue so that everything is ship shape and clean up and down. And because we can provide e-documentation and e-documents through applications and email, of course, it allows for contactless ticket control. And as always, what makes a luxury journey different? Well, we have many different luxury journeys for you folks to pick from, such as the GLACIER Express Excellence class. We have the Orient Express as an option. We have the Belmont services as aforementioned. So you can be traveling through some iconic, historic, and often incredibly different routes. Impeccable service, whether it is just the porters or some of the servers on board the train, whether it is the world-class cuisine, the top-notch onboard sleeping accommodations, and some of the best private excursions that we can also offer as well. If you have any questions, I highly suggest you folks give us a call. You will see our phone number right there front and center. I do want to make sure you are aware that if you want to work directly with us to put together a package, that is a solid, great option. But if you have a local advisor for travel that you would like to go to, a local travel agent, they can give us a call as well. Again, I want to thank you folks for signing on to the presentation today, and we look forward to seeing you on another presentation soon.